In the late 1960s, a shadow fell over the San Francisco Bay Area, turning quiet lovers' lanes into scenes of unimaginable horror. It was here, under the cloak of darkness, that a reign of terror began. The attacks were brutal, seemingly random, and marked by a chilling new symbol that would soon be seared into the public consciousness: a simple crosshair. This emblem became the killer's calling card, a prelude to the terror he would unleash. As fear gripped the community, police departments scrambled to connect the dots, opening a case file that would become one of the most infamous in American history. Case file, the Zodiac. The name, given by the killer himself, heralded the start of a twisted game, and the Bay Area held its breath, wondering where the predator would strike next. The Zodiac was not content to remain a phantom in the night. He craved the spotlight, and he found it through the mail. A series of taunting, handwritten letters began arriving at the desks of major newspapers, each one a boastful and chilling confession. "This is the Zodiac speaking," the letters began, a salutation that sent shivers down the spine of anyone who read it. But it was what came next that truly baffled investigators. Complex ciphers filled with cryptic symbols. The first, known as the Z408 cipher, was a 408-character puzzle that he demanded be published on the front page, threatening more violence if his command was ignored. He wasn't just a killer, he was a manipulator, a puzzle maker who turned his reign of terror into a public spectacle, forcing the entire region to play along with his deadly game. With his letters and ciphers plastered across front pages, the Zodiac transformed from a local menace into a national sensation. Newspaper headlines screamed with each new development: "Zodiac vows more deaths," feeding a growing public panic. The killer reveled in the attention, his game escalating with each new act of violence and communication. In one of his most audacious moves, he made a chilling phone call to a live television talk show, his voice disguised, taunting the host and the police on air. The Bay Area was no longer just the setting for his crimes. It was his stage. He had made himself a media bogeyman, a phantom who could be anywhere, listening, watching, and planning his next move while an entire population was held captive by his threats. Behind the scenes, a desperate hunt was underway. At the heart of the investigation was San Francisco Police Department Detective Dave Toschi, a charismatic and relentless investigator who found himself staring at a crime board that grew more cluttered by the day. It was a chaotic collage of handwritten letters, gruesome crime scene photos, and baffling ciphers. Toschi became the face of the official manhunt, but a parallel, obsessive investigation was being conducted by an unlikely figure: Robert Graysmith, a political cartoonist for the San Francisco Chronicle. While detectives chased down physical leads, Graysmith became fixated on the killer's mind, poring over the coded messages day and night, convinced that the key to the Zodiac's identity was hidden within the symbols. As the investigation dragged on, a gallery of ghosts began to form. Numerous individuals were identified as potential suspects, their faces and histories scrutinized by law enforcement. Yet, for every promising lead, the trail would go cold. The suspects are now remembered mostly as silhouettes, their case files stamped with the frustrating and definitive word, inconclusive. The Zodiac, meanwhile, continued to provide horrifying proof of his deeds. After the brutal murder of a taxi driver, he mailed a piece of the victim's bloody shirt to the press, a gruesome trophy that served as an undeniable link to the crime. This physical evidence was a stark reminder that while the suspects remained phantoms, the killer's violence was terrifyingly real. Decades have passed, but the enigma of the Zodiac Killer remains. While some of his ciphers were eventually cracked, his most complex puzzle, the Z340 cipher, remained unsolved for over 50 years before being decoded by a team of private citizens. Yet even this breakthrough offered few answers. The Zodiac's true identity, his ultimate motive, and the full meaning behind his final cryptic messages are still shrouded in mystery. He simply vanished, leaving behind a legacy of fear, a handful of unsolved murders, and a chilling question that continues to haunt us. Who was the Zodiac? The case file remains open, a testament to a killer who played a game with an entire nation and in the end simply walked away.